Okay, let's start. This is the third video in the series of neural networks, and if you have gone through the first two videos, you must have understood what artificial neural network it is and how it works. And you can also keep it in context of biological neural networks, that is our brains, how as compared to our brains, how this artificial neural network is, what are the capabilities of it to perform. Now here in this video, I am providing you the next part of it. That is, I will show you a simple neural network through which you will understand the key terms that you will encounter again and again in the several examples we will do, several problems we will do, and several algorithms we will do. So those are the very important terms that you should know. So let's start with it. And yes, before starting, please subscribe to my channel. If you are liking the videos, if you are having any views about it, please comment. Your comments, your likes is kind of a very motivational to me. It keeps me motivated to proceed forward. So yes, thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel and let's start with the video. So if you have remember this structure I have discussed in my first video. If you have not gone through it, please go through it once to understand it. If you have understood it well, then it is very easy to understand the simple neural network. So here in this particular diagram, I have discussed in my first video about dendrite, cell body, that is soma. Also, cell body is also called as soma. Threshold, summation, axon. What are they, and what are these things that is shown over here? So I'll just give a quick remind to you, if someone of you have not seen it. So these are the inputs, and this is the processing of the inputs, and here what is happening, the output is coming. So please go through it once if you have not seen it in a complete way. I have explained it with comparison of the biological neural networks, so it is easy to understand there. So we'll move forward. If you please recall this particular diagram, and I'm showing you a very simple neural network. So let's go through it. See over here. So this particular diagram is showing some things, that is x1, x2 and v. What are they? And I will explain to you. It is kind of similar kind of structure. You can relate it with the artificial neural network diagram that I've shown you in the first slide. So these are the inputs again, and this is kind of output. And why I have shown this particular line for output, that I will explain to you. So let's understand this particular diagram in more clear manner. Now look into it. See, so these are the inputs, and this is one output y. Now you can ask me, or the question can come up in your mind, that then why this v I have shown. So this particular v is the net input. So these are the terms that you have to remember in neural networks. There will be inputs, there will be output, and there will be one net input which plays very crucial role. So what is this net input? In this particular video we will get to know what this net input is, and we will solve an example also. Now let's go through it. Next thing, there are weights. If you have seen it, w1 and w2 is shown over here. What are these weights? So basically these this thing w1 and w2, they are called as synaptic weights also, if we are talking in terms of biology. And here in artificial neural networks, it is called as weights only. So what is the purpose of these weights? You can understand it in the way the synaptic weights are basically, they provide they're kind of the strength or amplitude of the connection between two nodes. So let me repeat the sentence. This weight, this synaptic weight, or the weight in context of artificial neuron, it represents the strength or amplitude of this connection. This arrow is representing a connection, the strength or amplitude of this connection between two nodes. So this is node x1 and v. So between these two nodes, it is representing the strength of it. Okay, I will mention here for you what is this synaptic weight thing. So this synaptic weight is basically this thing. So you can go through it once. Synaptic weight, it refers to the strength or amplitude of a connection between two nodes. That thing you have to remember. And corresponding in biology, it is the amount of influence the firing of one neuron has on another. So that synaptic weights, if you remember in a correct way, then you will understand it in very fine manner. That so over here, what you have to remember in artificial neural networks, there is an input, there is one output in terms of y, and there is inside net input, and there are some weights. Now to calculate that net input, I have shown this formula over here. You can see this particular part. So what it is showing to you, if you have to calculate those net inputs, if you remember from the artificial neural network diagram that I told you, that what happens in neural networks when inputs are coming to the dendrites, if so many inputs are coming all together as dendrites, as input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4, there can be number of inputs that can come into the system. So what will happen, they will combine, they will get multiplied with the weight, the strength of the connection, and then they will get processed together here as net input. They will combine over here. If you remember the summation thing in the artificial neural network diagram, the initial diagram, then it is doing particularly that thing. So that's why it is shown over here as summation. See, so that's why it is shown over here as summation of xi and wi. What it is showing, so basically it is telling you that this x1, input 1, and along with its weight w1 and x1, these two will get multiplied, and here x2 will get multiplied with w2, and the multiplication of both will get sum up over here. So that is nothing but called as net input. So it has been shown over here, and in a generalized manner, if you have multiple inputs, if you are going up to 3 inputs, 4 inputs, so you can show it like ki I is representing the number of inputs, and it will show xi into wi and a summation over it. So it is performing that summation thing, and this thing is called as net input. So you should know about it. Okay, what is net input and how it performs? I hope up to this point it's been clear to you. Now we'll move forward. We will solve one question on this net input thing. If you have understood it well, you will be able to solve it in a very quick manner. So I'm showing you just one example of it, how it happens. So here is one network given to us, which is showing us three inputs, x1, x2, and x3. Three inputs are given, and corresponding to the inputs, weights are given w1, w2, w3. And now let us read the question. Suppose that weights corresponding to the three inputs have the following values. So W1 is given as 2, W2 is given as -4, and W3 is given as 1. What we have to calculate? We have to find out the net input if inputs given as x1, x2, and x3 as 1, 0, and 1 respectively. So we have all the values that we need to find out the net input, and here, see over here, it is asking us to calculate net input. Now how we will calculate it? Let's do it together. So I'm just recalling what is the formula for net input. You have to take the input x and you have to take the corresponding weight w. You have to multiply them both, and then you have to take the summation over it. So in the same way, the value of I, that means the inputs are given in the question are 3. So that's why value of I becomes 3, because 3 inputs are given. So according to that, if we'll apply the formula, we will get this one. Because there are three inputs, it will become x1 w1 plus x2 w2 plus x3 w3. And on the basis of the values given to us, we will just put down the values as x1 w1 x2 w2 x3 w3. So these are the values given: 1 2 0 minus 4 1 1. So by putting all of the values together over here, we'll get expression like this. And by solving this thing, this is nothing but the multiplication: 1 into 2, that will give us 2, 0 into minus 4 0, 1 into 1 is 1. So it will give us the final answer as 3. So our final answer will become, the net input for the given network is 3. So that's it, guys. That is net input in the simple neural network, and it is very important term you should know about. I have told you the term net input. I am not calling it as output. So please keep this thing in your mind. Now see over here, this particular thing that I have shown over here, the complete diagram of the simple neural network, what it is showing to us. And I have highlighted one thing, that is the last part of the diagram, which is showing you the y and the output thing, and I have marked it in a red box. So if the question must have arose in your mind, that what is this particular part in this diagram, because we have just discussed up to this one, net input, then what is this part? So obviously, yes, this is again one very important part of neural network, and in this way only neural network works. I will explain to you again. And about this particular part, what is this part? This is called as an activation function, where we have to apply the activation function on the net input. And about this thing I will discuss in my next video. So in the end of this video, I'm just recalling the things, what is complete neural network is about. So here, first you will have some inputs which is coming in our brain as dendrites. So these inputs will have some corresponding weights. What we have to do, we have to multiply them together, and we have to take summation of it. That means processing is happening over here as net input. Finally, we will have that net input, and on the net input we have to apply the activation function, and then we will get the output. So this is the complete working of artificial neural network. In this way it works. So I have given you an idea. So about this particular part, the red part, I will continue in my next video. Next thing, in the last, see this thing, I have given one question again with the same diagram. I have changed the values. If everything is being clear to you, how to calculate the net input, what is net input, what are weights, then you will be able to solve this question very quickly. So this question is for you people. If you're watching it, then try to solve it at your end, and comment your answer. So that's it, guys. That's all for this video. I will meet you in next video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe the channel. If you're liking the videos, please tell me with the comments how you're feeling about the videos. If you're having some reviews, please give it. It is very much important to me, and these things keeps me motivated. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.